Hello, we're the Browns. I'm Terry Brown.
And I'm Shakina Brown. We are members of Fresh Start Church of Ypsilanti, Michigan, where our pastor is Pastor Gregory Cannon Jr. and our First Lady is First Lady Sharonda Cannon. Fresh Start Church is a local loving church
With a global impact for Jesus Christ.
We would like to thank you for joining us today for our 31 Days of Wisdom. You can also catch us at noon every day for the entire month of July. We will be reading one chapter from the book of Proverbs.
We would like to thank Pastor and the First Lady Cannon for the opportunity to come before you. My wife will be reading Proverbs 21, the King James Version, and I'll be reading the breakdown, which is the contemporary English version.
Verse 1 says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will."
The Lord controls rulers, just as he determines the course of rivers.
Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts.
We may think we're doing the right thing, but the Lord always knows what's in our hearts.
To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
Doing what is right and fair pleases the Lord more than an offering.
An high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin.
Evil people are proud and arrogant, but sin is the only crop they produce.
The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but of every one that is hasty only to want.
If you plan and work hard, you will have plenty. If you hurry to get rich, you will end up poor.
The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seeketh death.
Cheating to get rich is a foolish dream, and no less than suicide.
The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment.
You destroy yourself by being cruel and violent and refusing to live right.
The way of a man is froward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right.
All crooks are liars, but anyone who is innocent will do right.
It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
It's better to stay outside on the roof of your house than to live inside with a nagging wife.
The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes.
Evil people want to do wrong, even to their friends.
When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise. And when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge.
An arrogant fool learns by seeing others punished. A sensible person learns by being instructed.
The righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but God overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness.
God is always fair. He knows what the wicked do and will punish them.
Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he shall also cry himself, but shall not be heard.
If you won't help the poor, don't expect to be heard when you cry out for help.
A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and a reward in the bosom strong wrath.
A secret bribe will save you from someone's fierce anger.
It is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity.
When justice is done, good citizens are glad and crooks are terrified.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
If you stop using good sense, you will find yourself in a grave.
He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich.
Heavy drinkers and others who live for only pleasure will lose all they have.
The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright.
God's people will escape, but all who are wicked will pay the price.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
It's better out in the desert than at home with a nagging, complaining wife.
There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up.
Be sensible and store up precious treasures. Don't waste them like a fool.
He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor.
If you try to be kind and good, you will be blessed with life and goodness and honor.
A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and casteth down the strength of the confidence thereof.
One wise person can defeat a city full of soldiers and capture their fortress.
Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles.
Watching what you say can save you a lot of trouble.
Proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dwelleth in proud wrath.
If you are proud and conceited, everyone will say, "You're a snob."
The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor.
If you want too much and are too lazy to work, it could be fatal.
He coveteth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not.
But people who obey God are always generous.
The sacrifice of the wicked is abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind?
The Lord despises the offerings of wicked people with evil motives.
A false witness shall perish, but the man that heareth speaketh constantly.
If you tell lies in court, you're done for. Only a reliable witness can do the job.
A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright, he directeth his way.
Wicked people bluff their way, but God's people think before they take a step.
There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord.
No matter how much you know or what plans you make, you can't defeat the Lord.
The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of the Lord.
Even if your army has horses ready for battle, the Lord will always win.
Thank you for tuning in again to our 31 Days of Wisdom.
We would like for you to join us every Sunday at 12 noon at 623 Oak Street, Ypsilanti, Michigan.
You can also join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. virtually for a word of power.
You can get the virtual link for our service
by texting the word
The
Church to 734-875-8787. Thanks for tuning in again. And remember, your new beginning starts here at Fresh Start Church.